Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. This is your host, Fritz Misodi. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching live, and everything is moving very well. I know people are calling, people are texting. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. Please, if you are watching through Facebook, please share and share and share. You're watching through Twitter, through uh, YouTube, please share and share and share and share. If you're watching through YouTube, don't also forget to subscribe and click the notification button so that you can get all the notification whenever I'm coming live or whenever I post new videos. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen the past week what happened. We have seen uh, how the La Republic are trying to struggle with their leadership. You've heard about the tussle. Ferdinand Gongo is being convocated. The prime minister is being convocated. There's a lot of stuff going on there because of the embezzlement that would have went on with the COVID. You see, so that's the whole country is in chaos. And we hear now that they're trying to replace somebody. But that is what we are talking about. The La Republic government is looking for a shortcut to the negotiation process, and they are looking for another way to do what they call federal system. Okay, sometimes you hear them talk of decentralization. Sometimes you hear them talk of regional something. Sometimes you hear them talk of special status. Sometimes, so they will call all kinds of names, but they are going towards what they know is federation. But you know that the federal system that we had before was ended by Aijo himself in 1972. So when you look at the system, the Amazonian leadership, they had their own government. They had everything back then. You see, it wasn't about La Republique being the leader, and no, there was everything was between the Southern Cameroon and the La Republique de Cameroon. It wasn't like Aijo. You saw Foncha. We had our own police force. We had our own government, even though we were under a federal system. So now today they are talking of decentralization. We had our own house of assembly, our everything. The type of federation or this kind of system they are trying to call decentralization today, it has nothing to do with recognizing Southern Cameroon like a special region. They only say special status in paper, but they are all power is being consumed in Yaoundé. Okay, you still have to go to Yaoundé to do simple passport. You still have to go to Yaoundé sometimes to do even ID card. You still have to go to Yaoundé. Even land title sometimes is difficult to have it. You have to go to Yaoundé. This is what called the what they want acute centralization. But they are talking of decentralization when it is not. There is nothing that this people can do to relinquish power. They are talking of decentralization. Are you sure these people can leave that power? They are very power hungry. Very, very power hungry. And you hear today, they will tell you of they want to give power to the region, power. Then some of them are very confused about the kind of power they want to give. But they are the one talking of federation because our people don't even want to hear that. Okay? We want the country that was voted in. Okay? go to the root causes of the problem. Okay, because if you do not solve a problem from the root cause, whatever you do on the top of the branches, the problem in that tree will still come up. If you don't solve the problem from the root, okay, that is what we'll talk about, root causes of the problem. Okay, La Republique is trying to use half-baked solution to this problem. It is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We have come a long way. If you see at this picture, that is the constitution, that is the federal government. Okay, you saw Aijo at the top, you saw the other, you saw Joa, you saw Muna, you saw all these people who were members of government. The government was so organized back then that they saw too much power to our people. Okay, too much power was given to Southern Cameroon, and they said no, it's better to stop this federation thing and send it back to just take it to United Republic. Okay. I know some people don't understand why this happened. This happened when they saw that oil is coming. Okay. Oil was coming. That's when they discovered that it's better for them to just do whatever they can so that they can just consume our resources. Okay. And that was a very program something, because they wanted to do away with everything Southern Cameroon, so that even anything that is mentioned about Cameroon, any trace of Cameroon will be wiped out. Okay, they don't even want to hear anything about that, so that once that is done, it will be dealt with in that way. That is what happened. But you hear even Biya even made mention of that, right? Biya made mention of that in his speech in Paris. Biya made about the assimilation. Okay. Yes, he made mention about that. Most of the time, they openly say it, that they wanted to assimilate us. Okay. They say avaler, assimilate. Because don't forget, the French policy in all the all their African colonies was to assimilate these colonies. It was not like the British. The British used indirect rule. The French used direct rule. So they had their own governors there, their own people ruling. These dues and SDUs are the colonial masters that we're talking about. That is the French system. The gendarmes. The French had their own army. So when you go to African countries, you hear about gendarmes. Those are the French armies. Those are not, because they are paid and trained by the French. Okay? The local army are the ones they call the bees or the normal armies, right? The gendarmerie. What is gendarmerie doing when there's already when you already have an army? Okay, the gendarmerie are the French colonial military that is there to make sure that they suppress the people in that region. That is why they're using them. Okay, so don't be confused between the gendarmes and the army. And you see, the issue with Southern Cameroon is that we had a police force, as you saw you saw Poncha walking, and the mobile police were there giving him a march of honor. But that's what happened back then. So the La Republique took advantage of that. Okay, when the mobile wing police invited some of them to come to Southern Cameroon, and they should have like a joint training kind of thing and all those things. They took advantage and just occupied the territory. That's what happened. But you can see that Southern Cameroon was a very peaceful country, was a very peaceful place. Okay. When we left Nigeria, our parents never thought of having a military. They never thought about that because they were very, very democratic. They saw no reason to have anything about that. Okay. So listen to what Biya said when he was in Paris.
Mon pays, Monsieur le Président, est compliqué. Nous avons été d'abord colonie allemande, ensuite, après la Première Guerre mondiale, l'Allemagne a perdu ses colonies et celles-ci ont été partagées entre la Grande-Bretagne et la France. Et mon pays a été divisé. Une partie était sous colonisation britannique, l'autre sous colonisation française. Il en est résulté une juxtaposition de culture et de civilisation qui rendent les choses assez... Mon pays, Monsieur le Président, est compliqué. Nous avons été d'abord colonie allemande, ensuite, après la Première Guerre mondiale, l'Allemagne a perdu ses colonies et celles-ci ont été partagées entre la Grande-Bretagne et la France. Et mon pays a été divisé. Une partie était sous colonisation britannique, l'autre sous colonisation française. Il en est résulté une juxtaposition de culture et de civilisation qui rendent les choses assez délicates. Bon, on a tout fait pour mettre à égalité les deux langues, les langues anglaises et françaises, mais les mentalités, le système scolaire, le système de la magistrature sont différents. Nous avons donc eu des conflits qu'on est en train de résoudre en ce moment pour conserver à la partie de mon pays qui était sous colonisation britannique un statut spécifique. Mais il reste dans l'unité de la nation. C'est ça le problème que nous avons à résoudre. On avait la possibilité de les intégrer directement dans le système francophone qui était celui de la majorité du peuple, 80%. Mais je crois que les pays sont soucieux aujourd'hui d'affirmer leur identité et c'est pour ça que nous mettons sur pied un statut spécial qui reconnaît la spécificité de la zone anglophone, mais elle reste dans l'intégrité territoriale du Cameroun. Ça donne beaucoup de problèmes.
Please, if you... we understand, please put...
Oui. Oui, ce que j'avais encore à ajouter, c'est...
Vous pouvez le prendre, c'est bon, et vous allez le revenir ici sur le côté.
C'est ça.
Le canal, c'est le...
Bon, merci.
I'm sorry we're struggling with the technology here, but we will be with you soon.
Vous le laissez bien visible.
Ah, bah, pour qu'il soit là. Bon, je voulais simplement ajouter que cette volonté de réforme qui a surgi dans la communauté internationale concernant le Conseil de sécurité, nous voulons la voir agir aussi dans les institutions de Bretton.
Wow. As you can see, that is the Republic president trying to explain himself. That is the same plan. As you just listen to him, it's the same plan they have till date to assimilate Southern Cameroon, to make everything become French. You see, that is why if the lawyers were not really wise enough, the lawyers that rose up, that you see, they stood up. Okay, they said Anglophone should stand up to save the Anglo-Saxon English system of education okay, the system of law, okay. This is what the lawyers stood and the teachers also stood then that formed the consortium that started the struggle in 2016. It is just something that if you are not a lawyer or a teacher, you can't really feel it, how these people changed the system and how they were trying to gradually assimilate the people of Southern Cameroon. Okay? And until you were part of it, you won't know, you won't understand what is going on. But that is what has been going on. And the lawyers stood up and said, enough is enough. Okay? The common law system is so different from the civil law system. You cannot have our people being tried, taken from our region to Yaoundé, and being tried there. They don't know the system there. Even the lawyers that you hire from Southern Cameroon to go to judge or to help for cases there in Yaoundé or Douala, it's so difficult for them because their practice in the Southern Cameroon is more of common law system. Okay, the criminal law system is between the common law and the civil law. So when you are an English person who practice the law that you call the common law, it's so different from the civil law that they practice. The civil law system is so unjust because you are guilty even before you are judged, because that's why you see people going to jail even before they start going to court. And they have that system of waiting trial. They call it awaiting trial in jail. Then if you have been acquitted, they lost all those years that you have been in jail. Okay, the system of granting bail is non-existent. It's very difficult. But the common law system, we have the bailing system where if you have a case, you are being bailed. So you stay at home while waiting for your court date. Okay, that is the bailing system. In the civil law system, you are kept incommunicado in the awaiting trial. You wait for trial for maybe 2 years, 3 years. Then when you are being tried, then you are acquitted. You lost all those years that you have been in jail. That is how the system is so different. Okay. The lawyers marched and said no. Okay. They said they want an outright independence or two-state federation that can save the common law and the Anglophones. This is why the lawyers were tortured. They were being harassed. You see the videos of how the lawyers were being tortured and harassed. Okay. Activists are being tortured. Okay. But that is the system. That is the system of La République. And they are bringing the same system to our region. So assimilation policy is not just Bia talking about assimilation policy. Okay? Assimilation policy goes to every nooks and crannies of the walks of life. That is why when it comes to the government, when it comes to the economy, when it comes to everything, assimilation doesn't just mean assimilating, or the word as we say. Okay, when the French people say assimilate, it's a direct rule something. It means that their governors, their SDOs, their DOs, are acting like colonial masters. They are there to colonize you, to make you behave like a Frenchman, to listen to them. It's a kind of dictatorship that it's imposed on you. Until, as if that was not enough, they had what we call the government delegate. It's just of recent that the government delegate position was cancelled. Okay, but you remember back then they have the government delegate. What for? You already have an elected mayor. You are bringing the government delegate. You are bringing the divisional officer. You are bringing the senior divisional officer. Okay. Then you have now the governor. Unelected. All these people are not elected. None of them. So when you have those kind of people, what do you think first is the best form of corruption? Okay, where they send their direct representative to your region to come and stand as a leaders. So whatever leader you have in that region, it doesn't matter. Those DOs, the SDOs, and the governors there are acting like colonial masters because they represent them. Then they have their own special army. Anybody that goes against the regime, the gendarmes or the SCD would take care of him. That is the work of the gendarmes. The gendarmes are there to they have special missions. Their job there is they can just say you stole something, and you know the French system is like that. The civil law system is like that. They can just accuse you of something, then they just keep you in jail. They say you are waiting for trial. You're waiting for trial. That is what our brother Abdul Karim is going through. They just accuse him of, up to now, we don't even know why he was even arrested. That's how the system is. They just arrest you for nothing. Then they just keep you in jail. Maybe until the day God can come to some of their hearts to even say, okay, let's go and try this man. That's how it is. The people like Abdul Karim, this is the second time they're arresting him. For no reason, First time that they arrested him, why? Like, probably has no reason of arresting you. If you are a Southern Cameroonian and you're arrested, there is no question about you. Okay, you are a Southern Cameroonian. You are an Ambazonian, so you don't have no rights in the country. You don't have no right in their country. You don't have. So they can arrest you from Bamenda or from Boya to Yaoundé without any question. Normally, it should not be like that. If you arrest somebody in Ambazonia, they should try that person in Ambazonia, because you arrested him in Southern Cameroon territory. You cannot carry somebody from Southern Cameroon to Yaoundé if that is not real annexation. Then I doubt the name you can call that. Okay, that's annexation. Yeah. So the Southern Cameroon have seen this annexationist policy from day one that we joined these people. Okay. And I don't want to talk every time when I remember this thing, this history that the United Nations asked us to join these people or to join Nigeria, that history always traumatized me, because it's a very sad thing to even think of. A country of 8 million people is being treated like countries that are just like 2 million. Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, how many people are there? Georgia, Malta, countries that don't even have population. But for us, though, they say we're not economically viable to be an independent country. So we should stay with La Republic in a federated system on equal status. I still say this because people are saying that, but federation is they can the proud federalists, right? Yeah, proud federalists, but tell them what form of federation are they talking about? Because the first federation, Southern Cameroon was autonomous. We were autonomous. We had our government. Yeah, you saw the government on the picture. We had a government 1965, from 1961 that we joined through a federal system of equal status. Now they are coming to give us a special status. How special is the status? Is it the same like the status that we had when we joined them? So when you give somebody a special status, when you yourself you are still under a special status of France. La République is being controlled by France. Okay, all the companies that you see there in Douala, Semencam, Sosukam, whether they put that cam there, that cam is just to fool you people that is a Cameroon in La République company. No. Semencam, Sosukam, Bolloré, all those companies are French companies, sponsored by France, just to come and usurp the resources of that territory. Okay, if La République can even behave like Mali or Burkina Faso, that have sent the French people out, would I even consider it? Even say, okay, maybe at least they don't like France, okay, to come and usurp their resources. But when they are the number one friend to France, La République is the number one friend to France. Yes. Meaning that they embrace all the past, post, the pre-colonial idea, everything. La République is the chief supporter of France. You saw when Macron came to Yaoundé to tell Pobia, don't negotiate with these people. Don't. That's the message Macron came to pass. Then you think that these people can even blink? You see now they're having power tussle. You hear Biya has been evacuated to Paris for medical attention. You hear all those kind of things. But there's a power tussle going on. It's a transition period there. There's a transition going on. Okay? There's a transition going on. And some people don't understand the dynamics of this transition. Do they even consider an Anglophone or a Southern Cameroon for president? I tell people Canada has a very unique form of system, okay, where they have a power sharing kind of a federation system where this time is like I said, Justin Trudeau is from Quebec. Quebec is a small French region there, almost the same like Southern Cameroon, where you have 20% of the population in a federation system. But Canada respects the system. They respect the Quebecers. They don't say, oh, Quebecers cannot be president because they are minority. Justin Trudeau is from Quebec. It's just like Southern Cameroon. He is the prime minister. Why? It's not because he won the majority election. No. It's because the system, their federal system, is that this 5 years or this term is for the people of Quebec. This other 2 terms will be for the people of Canada as a whole, right? But Quebec is an autonomous system. They have their own government. They have their own, even their own lottery, Quebec lottery. They have their own system of government. Everything. Their immigration system, everything. So even though they are sharing that power with Canada, but they had about 2 or 3 referendums to ask if they can stay in La République or leave La République du Canada, La République du Canada. So they are asking themselves through that referendum, okay? But La République know that if they conduct anything referendum today, majority of Southern Cameroonians don't even want this relationship anymore. Okay? Majority don't want it. When Cardinal Toumi said there have never been a marriage between the British Cameroon and the French Cameroon, he meant it. Okay? He told them that we are living as concubines. Okay? Listen, watch as I said. He said they signed nothing at Fumban. Nothing was signed. It was just a kind of verbal agreement. That's why people say we don't want Fumban to repeat itself. Because they took our parents there, and you know how corrupt these people are. They give them wines, champagnes, luxurious hotels, and they'll be there, and okay, while they are planning their machinations. Yeah, they brought them even prostitutes. They so our parents were just bundled in a small area there, and they were giving everything there. They say, okay, stay there, we are coming. That's why people say we don't want Fuman to repeat itself. But you don't understand. Because our parents went there to negotiate how we're gonna power sharing and all those things, and to discuss real talk. But our people were full, and they were presented with the French constitution, that this is the constitution that they have made. So handy. And that's how our parents started failing. Okay. They were so nice. They were so kind. You know, these people are so generous people. These are our parents. Okay. And that their generosity is what killed them. That is why you could not even see something happening. You know, they were so generous. They had everything that you can think of. Everything. But they were not wise enough that La Republique is not to be trusted. They weren't wise enough. Had it been they knew that La Republique is not to be trusted, they would have known that these people are not to even go and sign any deal with them. Okay. But as you see, the Prime Minister Jongo Foncha, okay, did not have the power to even negotiate, because Cameroon was under the tutelage of France and England. Okay. Remember that our system, the Saudi Cameroon, has been under the trusteeship system, the British trusteeship system. Okay. Then they come now, they say the United Nations. That is how we have been, the names have been changed. From 1919, we still have that system that they were calling us the mandated territories. Man, all those names were for what? You have one territory, the same territory, that they will be moving you from different names to another. From trust territory to mandated territory. From mandated territory to British Southern Cameroon. British Southern Cameroon to Southern Cameroon. But that is why our leaders back then said, no, those names are just too much for us. They want to have their own name that comes from the Southern Cameroon itself. Ambazonia was a name that was chosen now, because it came from Ambas Bay. That's a route from Southern Cameroon. We call Ambas Bay. That's where Ambazonia came from. Okay. So it is just the same thing. Okay. The French supported Aijo and were at the conference. But England and the United Nations, who were to validate the act, were not present. Okay. But it's still the same. There has never been any document, any proof that we were really even together. Okay. Because the terms of this union were not well spelled out. That is why even now, the Republic is not our colonizer. They cannot give us a status. I hope we should understand this first of all. These people call themselves federalists. I hope we should understand what they are trying to do, but they don't even know. They should understand this. Most of the people that call themselves federalists, they should understand, because they cannot just say, oh, we are proud federalists, but They don't even know what they are talking about. Okay? They should know the kind of federal system that they are talking about. All these lawyers that say they want a federal system, the people that want federal system. This is the election that was held. That is it. Southern Cameroon plebiscite. Okay. The Agbobalas and the other ones that are fighting for this thing that they call federal system. Do they know the type of federal system that they are fighting for? No. Okay. Do they even know? Southern Cameroon, that is it. 1st October 1961. Okay. It's a territory on its own. Okay. You cannot force someone to be with you when it's a territory that has their own way. Okay. We want out of this thing because we have been under this system for so long. For so long. Okay. That is what we are talking about. We want something that will work. Not something that people will just come and tell us that, oh, we should have a special status. And La Republic know very well that we joined this union. Our parents voted for an equal status. It wasn't them giving us a status. No. When you have a federal system, okay, that two people come together and they call themselves a federal system of government. It's because of the equal status that the United Nations, because both of us were trust territories. La Republic was not more powerful than us. They gave us that appellation as two trust territories of equal status. Not La Republic giving us status. It wasn't like that. No, the United Nations never asked La Republic that they can give us a special status. For what? When both of us were governed by La Republic and by France and Britain. That is the British commissioner. That is the commissioner of Southern Cameroon. That is it. That's the British commissioner there. We were not governed with La Republic at the same time. So La Republic cannot give us a special status. How can they give us a special status that they don't even have power on their own? Okay? That is what we are talking about. Okay? That's what we are talking about. Somebody cannot give you a special status where he himself don't have powers. All powers has been taken by France. You want to come and give us a special status? It's so funny. I mean, I don't know why they are doing that, but let's have a musical break with our FM the King. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching. Those watching through YouTube, please hit the subscribe button so that you can see more of my video when I'm live and also when I'm coming up. So hit the subscribe button and notification button. So we have a new prime minister in the United Kingdom. Okay, the first in the history of the United Kingdom. The guy is the youngest ever. They say the youngest for the last 200 years. You can imagine. He's the youngest prime minister in the last 200 years. 42 years old. It means that no prime minister has been less than 42. So this is the youngest prime minister. He was born in the UK from an Indian parents. Okay, that is him. So his name is Rishi Sunak. Okay, so he gave his first speech, in the 10 Downing Street, and he went to the Buckingham Palace and accepted His Majesty the King's invitation to form a government in his name. That is how it works in UK. It's a kind of kingdom system where they have only prime ministers. They don't have presidents in UK. The king is there or the queen. Okay, then down now the next in command now is the prime minister. So he went to Buckingham Palace and accepted His Majesty the King's invitation, to form a government. Okay, so but look at the prime minister, who is the leader of His Majesty's government, as it's called. Okay, is ultimately responsible for the policy and decisions of the government. The system in UK is so different, and don't forget, most of the countries with prime ministers are being governed by the king or the queen of England. So don't forget, Canada is being governed by His Majesty the King or the Queen of England. Okay, Australia, the same. So the United Kingdom, that's why they say the United Kingdom is different from England. So you have to understand why they call it the United Kingdom. Okay, because all those countries that have the prime ministers are still being governed by the United Kingdom. Okay, so you should understand why they have the prime minister. Okay, and they don't have presidents in those countries, still governed by the United Kingdom. Okay, so as a leader of the UK government, the prime minister oversees the operations of the civil service, the government agencies, and he chooses members of the government. Okay, he is the principal government figure in the House of Commons. And as Minister of the Union, the Prime Minister works to ensure that all the government is acting on behalf of the entire United Kingdom. Okay, the United Kingdom, you have England. So people confuse between England and United Kingdom. England is a country. Then the United Kingdom is made up of England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales. All these countries make up the United Kingdom. So people are always confused between England and United Kingdom. Those are two different entities. The United Kingdom is made up of all these countries. But England is the country itself. Okay. So people should understand that. That's why we have the Commonwealth, where all English-speaking countries fall under Commonwealth. Okay. With the king, the majesty, as the head. So we are still under colonial rule. Don't forget. It's just that as the English people use by the indirect rule. Okay, they use by the indirect rule. They don't come. Back then, they used by the chiefs. Even the chiefs were the ones that were head of their various regions. That's why you had the House of Chiefs. The House of Chiefs were all the chiefs that came together representing their own regions. The United Kingdom used their own governors, okay, or they called their own commissioners. The commissioners were the ones that come now try to see what is happening in their region. But they used indirect rule. They were not direct like the French system where they had their own deals, SDOs, their military there, everything. You know, the UK wasn't doing like that. That's why today all countries of the the Commonwealth are free to have their currencies, are free to have their own government. The United Kingdom does not impose on who to be president. But if you see the French people, France is imposing even the presidents. Most of the coup d'etats you see today in Africa has been caused by France. Because if you are not in line with them, they'll want to do away with you. Either through coup d'etat or through election that will topple you through election, or they'll do whatever they can to kick you out of the government. That is how France has been operating. You know, people would think that, oh, France is, why did Macron went to Cameroon? Okay, that is it. So, who is Rishi Sunak, who became the prime minister? Rishi Sunak, he was previously appointed as a chancellor of the Exchequer. Back then, he was the chancellor, okay? He was chief secretary of the treasury from 1919 to 2020 and parliamentary under secretary of state at the Ministry of Housing, Communities and Local Government from 2018 to 2019, okay? In terms of education, Richie went to Winchester College and studied politics, philosophy, and economy at Oxford University. He was also Fulbright scholar at Stanford University, United States, and he studied for his MBA in the United States. Okay. For his political career, he was elected Conservative Party leader for Richmond, Yorks, that is in May of 2005. And he served as a parliamentary private secretary at the Department of Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy from 2017 until his ministerial appointment. Okay? That is how Richie climbed to. They say Richie spent his professional career before politics in business and finance, working internationally. He co-founded an investment firm working with companies in multiple geographies. Okay, he then used that experience to help small and medium-sized enterprises in Britain to make sure these companies grow. They say Rishi is married with 2 young daughters. Okay, Rishi is married with 2 young daughters, and he now is the head of the British government. So it is very important for us to know who this guy is, because you see beside him, you see the lady Liz Truss, who just left. She ruled as PM for 44 days. Okay, 44 days, but she couldn't deliver. That was very difficult for her. She had a very difficult time to do what she said she could do during her election. So that is what happened. Okay, but listen to the Prime Minister.
I'd like to pay tribute to Liz Truss for her dedicated public service to the country. She has led with dignity and grace through a time of great change and under exceptionally difficult circumstances, both at home and abroad. I am humbled and honoured to have the support of my parliamentary colleagues and to be elected as leader of the Conservative and Unionist Party. It is the greatest privilege of my life to be able to serve the party I love and give back to the country I owe so much to. The United Kingdom is a great country, but there is no doubt we face a profound economic challenge. We now need stability and unity, and I will make it my utmost priority to bring our party and our country together, because that is the only way we will overcome the challenges we face and build a better, more prosperous future for our children and our grandchildren. I pledge that I will serve you with integrity and humility, and I will work day in, day out to deliver for the British people.
Yeah, so you listen to his opening remark after his election, and it is very nice to see democracy working when you have somebody from India. You know, the parents are from India, even though he was born in the United States, United Kingdom, but his parents are from India, and he's the first Asian, you know, British Asian to lead the government of India, of England. So it is a very good move, and that's why you see democracy working. And we are very appreciative because it shows that if your child is born in England, he can become the PM. Yes, he can become the PM, just like what happened in the United States, where you had Obama. Okay, Obama was the son of parent from Africa and another parent from the United States. So it shows how, you know, Obama's election was one of those that really moved the world, because they, you know, I remember back then when you travel, you meet different people. When you go to Asia, you know, when I travel to Asia, you know, for business, you go there because of Obama. They were looking up to you, you know, and when you go to schools in Asian countries, they were studying Obama's speeches. I'm telling you. So the movement is real. When you travel, you see how these people admire Africans or African Americans, especially when you go in that aspect of academy, and the knowledge that they know these people have is wisdom. It's wisdom, because I saw people studying Martin Luther's speech. I'm like, wow. They have all the speeches of Martin Luther King, all the speeches of Obama. That is what they teach their children in school. But where will you see in Africa? I'm talking about Asian countries studying African leaders' speeches. I mean, like Martin Luther King, Kwame Nkrumah. They'll be studying those speeches. That's how they try to learn about Africa, because they wanted to know how they can get in Africa, you know, in terms of economy, what kind of way they can gain from Africa. The Asians are very smart. Okay. In the 60s, remember, Southern Cameroon was giving aid to those countries. Yes. In the 60s, Southern Cameroon gave aid to those countries. So that idea of saying that Southern Cameroon was not viable, economically viable, is lie, because it was just the means to just keep us spellbound, because they had no reason to give us two questions to join Nigeria or to join French Cameroon. Okay. We needed a third question, that was do you wish to become independent on your own? Not being independent by joining, or by joining this one or joining this one. Okay. So thank you very much. And I know this week is a busy week, so I just want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being there. We have a lot to discuss in the days ahead. So just stay and enjoy this African music. Thank you. So thank you all for being there. Thank you for joining. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless you all, and wish all and everyone a special. So God bless you. God bless Ambazonian. God bless Southern Cameroon. This is a special song. Thank you for watching. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Please share and share. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'll have another show again. So please, thank you for watching. Thank you all, and God bless you. We know this is not Thank you very much. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, and God bless you all. God bless you.